I'll wake up in the morning, that's fine. Oh, sorry guys, I didn't know you guys were there. Alright guys, we are back, and don't ask why that tree's still there. As you can see, that building right there just got built. Just yesterday. And it only took a day. It's the used equipment store, so we're gonna go check it out and see if there's anything there we want to buy. Let's bring the trailer just in case. I don't know why I was thinking to detach it. Let's see if there's anything there that we could possibly buy. They also got these two things. It used to be this house here, but now they use it, so yeah. I haven't really made a driveway or anything here, so you kind of just go through the grass here. They said everybody's welcome though, so we can go in there, you feel me? Just gotta give myself a contractor, so we can go in there ourselves. That little pressure washer, that's crazy. Alright, what do you, whoa. They already have a lot of stuff. No tractors. That's alright. This is a seed tank, I'm assuming. Yeah. And then planter. 6-meter plow looks like. Where's the sticker? 6-meter, yep. Orange Dragon TK 3576. Haven't seen that trailer in my life. And old New Holland TX32. You can tell this thing's old. You can tell that the color's like backroom's kind of color, and then the sticker's worn out. Looks like the header's pretty old too. And there's a motor that also has an old sticker. So yeah, hopefully we can buy some of this stuff. Alright, let me call the person real quick. Hey yo, how much is that 6-meter plow? $4,000? Alright, I got you. Alright guys. We're giving them $4,000 for that plow. Which we just gave them, so the plow's ours now. Or anything. Everything just goes with the shop. Alright. So we're at 17,985. I don't really think we can buy anything else here besides maybe the mower and this trailer. Let me scan the sticker on this. Is there a sticker here? I'm not seeing a sticker on this. That's a lizard scan right here. Should pull up how much money it is. Yep, it's looking at it right now. $8,800, and this has a decent amount of use on it, so they said $4,400. Alright, 4,400. There they go. Now, we're gonna go pick them up. Tractor, I mean, no, not tractor. A plow and a trailer. Easy to transfer. Plow in the front, and then trailer, pick it up to the back. And we don't even have to bring it that far. We're gonna switch the color on these. I don't really like the colors. I think we should get it the colors that match our track. So that's what we're gonna do. Put this in here, turn off our engine. So while they're painting it, we don't lose freaking gas. Alright, so the colors of the plow, I want John Deere yellow. Perfect. Now we're gonna customize this trailer now. We're gonna make it a John Deere green, and then the rim color we're gonna put to a John Deere yellow. So now it kind of looks like a John Deere kind of trailer. So now we have our John Deere equipment. Looks a lot better now. It matches. And that costed us a total of $0. Very nice. Alright. We're gonna drop off our trailer right here. You know, we don't have a shed here. So we kind of need to work on getting a shed. Please don't tip. Thank you. We should probably start making a field probably. So later we won't have to. And it's early in the morning, so sun's still out. So we can get a decent amount of work done. Eventually these trees we're gonna have to get rid of, but for now we're just gonna start making a field. Now these lines aren't gonna be perfect because you know they're not perfect. Oh, that's an actual bush. Alright. We're gonna have to also get rid of it. I remember the big bushes actually have collisions. So. Alright guys, eventually we'll be able to make this field bigger, but for now, not really. So we're gonna pull over here real quick. Luckily I have 5G network, so we're gonna see our field on Google Maps real quick. Yeah, our field doesn't look too bad. I'd say our field is maybe bigger than this. I don't know. Probably not. It's pretty weird shape, but that's alright. So this is our first piece of farmland. Now as you can see, there's still a lot more acres to be used on this piece of land, which is what we're gonna do. And we also own this field right here, so yeah, but we're not gonna get enough profit from just that field. So that's also why we're making more fields. Alright, we're gonna need to buy that planter and that seed tank. Cause I searched up on Google that planter, and it said it ran out of solid fertilizer really quick. So, pretty sure that's what the seed tank's used for. It looks decently new, so probably not gonna get the price down that much, but eventually we'll be able to get it. Who knows? Lucky to be us, there is a forklift. It's an electric one, sadly, but it'll have to work. I'll just have to listen to the goofy electric sound. Alright, we have to load all of this up. Looks like it lifts the stuff pretty easily, so that's good. These prefab wall things are huge. See if I can get 2 of these. Going very careful. What? I'm picking up the wood beam and the long planks, dude. What the frick? How is that even possible? I didn't know the forks are that long to do all of this. Hopefully we have enough space for the cement bricks. Looks like they're building like a shed or something with these materials. Or something. You feel me? I'm gonna lift this up on top of this one. Whoa. Whoa. It's not working too well. I think we're just gonna have to lift both of these. I don't actually know. Who knows? Let's just freaking grab both of them. Oh, frick. I haven't used a forklift in a long time, alright? Alright, we got him. I'm hoping all this fits. Looks like it does. Alright, put these straps on. But it didn't go on the bricks? Dude, what? Oh my god. How did that even fit? Is there no tension belts over here? God, there's no tension belt right there. Oh, it was strapped somehow. Alright, that's good. It's strapped. Alright, we've used the forklift. Now it's time to start this up. Pretty sure I have to switch farm so I don't get the money. So that's happen here. Transfer all of this stuff to the farm. I'm pretty sure. If it doesn't, I'm pretty sure it's outside. I don't know if the farmer's market will take this stuff, but we'll find out. We're on full speed with all this. Doesn't surprise me. I go on the other side. Yep, it's sold. Alright, and I get $5,000 to my name. Now we're at 18,000. We're still gonna need a lot more money though. I low-key wanna buy that mower, no lie. That mower looks pretty good. And maybe we can take on another contract with that. Transport contracts are my favorite though, pretty easy for me. All I do is transport stuff, get money. Now, let's go over here. And we're gonna go see the price on that mower over there. Alright, we are here now. Can't see the price of the mower. Contacting the person right now. I'm gonna scan this thing real quick. Why is that moving? Oh, cool. I'm gonna scan this thing real quick. Alright, the phone's moving by itself over to the mower right now. Original price, $22,500. This mower's heavily used. They say $8,000. And that seems like a good deal to me, so I'm gonna pay him $8,000. Here's $8,000. So now it's mine. Now, for only like 8K, you know, that's pretty cheap. That's a lot of money off. So, we're gonna get it now, and we're gonna see if we can get a long contract up, so we can get some more money. So I'm gonna put out an ad in this area to see if anybody needs some mowing. I just got contacted. The little open area right here needs mowed. Not all of it, just a little bit. They said I could keep the grass so we can get extra money from this. And they said they would pay me about $8,000 for this. So. Oh wait, never mind. They just texted me back only $5,000. Okay, so now I gotta keep the grass. This is gonna be weird to use. As a grouper on it, that's cool. So I can have swath dropping on it. Towards any direction. So I'm assuming on swath dropping, it goes to the right. Go out here. Mowing it. It said right about over here. So we're just gonna make an outline of this place. Alright guys, this is about the property lines of their place, so not as big as it looked, but it's still pretty good. So we gotta get this mowing done, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright guys, I just finished mowing all of that. We got $5,000 from the contract, plus an extra 10K from all of the grass. So we're at 25K now, and we just did all that mowing, which was honestly kind of fun, but I don't know. Who knows? Alright, so now we have a mower that's part of our fleet of equipment now. So that's cool. More contracts for us to do. Now we need to buy that planter and that seed. So we're gonna go over there and see the price right now. Alright. First I want to see the original price on both of these real quick. $59,000 and $18,000. Alright, they said they can do 30K on the planter. And they said they didn't really care about this, so they'll do about like 6K on this. So $36,000 is what I need. Let me mark that down real quick. This pencil doesn't have it. Alright, $36,000. Cedar and tank. Alright, 36K is what we're looking for. So we need $11,000. And then we buy that, of course. And then eventually we'll be able to buy this harvester. That should be very nice. Alright, looks like we got another transport contract. Looks like we have more construction resources, whatever you want to call them over there. More construction stuff that we have to bring to the farmers market. I don't know why we're bringing it to the farmers market, but supposedly the farmers market brings those materials then to the person, whoever wants to go next. So we're gonna swing our trailer right here. Definitely gonna have to use the forklift for this again. The planks, let me see how heavy those are. Oh, 100 kgs. Yeah, that's easy. 100 kgs is easy. Other stuff, though, I don't know about that. Just pretend like these are more than 100, alright? Yeah, I don't think I can lift any of the other pods, besides maybe the roof plates. Plank's pretty easy, though. We're just gonna load them up like this, I guess. See the roof plates. Yeah, it's definitely possible, but I'm gonna hurt my spinal cord. What's the inside of this thing looking like? Let me see. Alright. We're on like a little bit of a hill here. That's kind of the problem. It's alright though, because we're different like that. Getting 4 pallets at once. I'm happy that they stacked them all up for us. That's very kind of them. What the frick? Why do I still have the roof plate? Shut up. Alright, now it's time for these walls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's like 8 walls right there. There's probably more resources for that shed or whatever. But, whatever. Whoa. Nope. Okay, good. I wanted to get in the way of the cement bricks right there. So this is perfect right here. Don't really actually need our beacons on because there's not as much people that are out here. Alright, all we need to do now is put our straps on. I think that's all the straps. Let me make sure I switch farms real quick. So I don't get the money. They have a nice little radio on here. Playing this song. This song's fire. Alright, here we are. Why did my farm get the money? Wait, so what was I at? 25,000? Alright, we're at 25,000 now. So the money that we get for this is 5K. So we're getting real close to that 36K. We're like sniffing it right now. And once we can get that, we're gonna be chilling. Alright, turn on the radio. Alright, looks like we have grain transport contract. Alright, somebody's just harvested. They forgot to get their gravity wagons. And want somebody to bring their trailer or whatever they have to sell it for them. Alright, got it. Alright, they're right here. Running. Back up. have to give them contractors so they can use my equipment. And so I don't get money for it. So I'm gonna dump this over to the farmers market. I didn't even pause the stream, I just really said it. Oh, whatever, I was saying about it. But we have sold that now, and we got $3,000. I'll be back in a little bit, and we'll get that extra 3K so we can buy the seed and the seed tank. And we can start planting our first wheat, which will be nice. And we're gonna be planting. After we're done planting, we're gonna have to do some more contracts to work up and buy the harvester. Alright, I'll be back in a little bit, guys. Alright guys, we have another contract. And they said we're gonna need the trailer, so we're grabbing the trailer. So for this contract, they said we'd get about 6K from it. Our transporting contract from Figure. They said we're gonna need the forklift, so we're gonna grab that. So basically, we're going to the sawmill, and they have some different wood, like beams, planks, barrels. We gotta pick those up and sell them at the farmer's market. Or transport them to the farmer's market anyway. And then people buy those. So, yeah. So we're just gonna do this. Put our forks on the trailer. That should be able to, should be stuck, right? No, it's not. I'm gonna try and get it stuck onto the straps, because I want to be able to transport it. I don't think you can with a forklift. We're just gonna have to do this. And put it like right there. No, I don't think the straps reach that far. Straps don't go all the way on the side. Right there should be good. Did I not hook it? Looks like I did, but I don't think I did. We're just gonna completely load this thing up. That'd be the easiest way to do this. I don't know why all that extra grass is right there. Alright, how much did I say I was getting from this? Like 6K? Yeah. Pretty sure. So we'll have 39K, we'll have an extra $3K left. Which is not bad. Considering that we're gonna basically be broke. And then after we buy that, we're gonna have to buy the harvester. So once our soybean field is done growing, we can sell that. Wish the forks actually got stuck there. We could just easily transport them. The straps also need to go like one more farther on this thing. And then this will be a perfect. Like one more strap up. Oh, it's already all piled up together. That's great. Alright, we're gonna drop off our forklift and then tilt the trailer back up. Bang. And we're gonna turn it off for a second. We're gonna join used equipment. So when I sell this stuff, we don't get money. I fear we might have just picked all of it up. This is the easiest transport contract in my life. We're done just like that. I'm gonna push this stuff up to the front. Oh, never mind. No, never mind. Oh my god. Alright, we're good. Push up to the front. So then I can be right here and hopefully straps reach. So we should be stuck now, right? No, alright, we're just gonna have to come back for forklift now. Alright guys, so we sold that now. And we get 6K for this contract. 6K to my name. Now I'm gonna remove contractor. Hop back into this thing. We're just gonna leave the forklift there. I don't feel like going back for it. I don't feel like going back for it right now. We're just simply gonna go buy that. Yeah. I also need to get something for these big bushes and stuff, because they're really annoying. Alright, let me get the paperwork done here. I'm just gonna put it on here. $36,000 for the seed tank and the planter. Boom. $3,941. What? And those become ours now. That's what I meant. That's how I came up with cedar. Alright. Now all we have to buy is this harvester. And next month they should have some new items in the shop. To buy. To lease. No. Alright, we're gonna grab our tractor, start it up. And we're just simply fill these up with fertilizer seeds. And luckily, around here, seeds and fertilizers free. That's a good thing about living in a small town. Nobody really cares about seeds and fertilizer. They're all free. So we're chilling. Alright, and then we got the little tube that connects to our planter. Because this planter fits like no fertilizer, so instead of filling this thing up with seeds, we're going to be filling it up with fertilizer. Because it fits not that much fertilizer, and it runs out very quick. I did not mean to fill it up with seeds. How do I empty it? How do I empty it? I didn't mean to fill it with seeds. How do I empty it? I don't think I can. Oh, I can, okay. All the money that I get, I'm selling it. All the money I get, I'm donating it. Charity. I don't think I can unload into that. I think I'm just gonna have to unload all these seeds at my farm. Well, then what am I supposed to pick up the seeds with? I have an idea. We're gonna unload the seeds and then we're just gonna use the paint tool to get rid of it. Because apparently you can't unload this thing into the side. Oh, it just turned into pallets. Wow. Alright, we have 2 seed pallets now. And they're liftable. Great. Alright, I did not expect it to turn into pallets. That's a good thing. I forgot about that completely. Let me switch my thing over to soybeans. Alright. Let's fill this up with fertilizer. Fertilizer. Close that up. Go into this. Fill it up with seed and fertilizer. Alright, boom. Alright, now we're just simply going to seed this. And then we'll be done with this episode. This thing's struggling right now. Alright guys, I don't really know where to put all this stuff because, you know, I don't have a shed yet. Maybe next episode we can build a shed or something. But this is going to be the end of the episode. We got some soybeans growing after a very long time. 95% yield bonus on this field. That's pretty good. And we have this field right here that we bought in the first episode. 75% yield bonus. And it's growing. Alright, next month there will be some new stuff in that shed, hopefully. And we're gonna see next episode what stuff they have, and depending on what we need, we'll buy some stuff. And goodbye.